What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. When I was considering a profession like management consulting, I thought I knew everything. I'd networked, I prepared my case studies, I knew I was ready for anything that could come my way. Or so I thought. After working now for quite some time, I realized that there were actually quite a few things that I wish I knew prior to getting started. So today, I'll be sharing the top 5 things I wish I knew before starting my career as a management consultant. Before getting started, be sure to support my channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. It shows me that the content I'm putting out there is helpful for you all and keeps me going. Also, if you're interested in certain videos, then I want to hear from you in the comments below. With all that said, let's get into the 5 things that I wish I knew before getting started. Keep in mind that the ideas that I'll be sharing are general to my story in particular. I'm sure that every firm is slightly different than one another due to their size, culture, and overall environment. Therefore, don't hold me accountable if things are a little different for you. These are my things that definitely opened my eyes, so I really hope that they help you out too. The first thing I wish I knew is that there's no need to be a whiz at Excel. While Excel modeling is one of the biggest things you'll be doing as an analyst or associate, it's really not the only thing. There are other skills that come with being a management consultant. Yes, you may spend hours on end working in Microsoft Office, but it's alright if you aren't the best when you're just getting started. Believe it or not, in my new hire class, there were actually other consultants who had only used Excel a handful of times in their life for mundane or routine purposes. Remember that with all the practice that you'll be doing as a consultant, you're only likely to be getting better and better. Eventually, talks like analyzing pivot tables and sparsing through thousands of rows of information will become muscle memory for you as you move forward within your career. As long as you go in with an open mind and are willing to learn, you'll be fine. It may be more of a challenge for some more than others, but I'm certain you will get over that hump sooner rather than later. Even if Excel is a bit of a challenge for you, you should definitely consider online courses on YouTube or LinkedIn Learning to help you feel more comfortable. In fact, leave a comment down below if you'd like to see a video where I talk about the top 5 hacks for Excel. The second thing I wish I knew was that you'll be collaborating a lot. Like, a lot. With presentations, meetings, interviews, you're constantly going to be working with other people. Now, I knew that would be the case, but I guess I didn't know it was going to be to this level. And, well, think about it. You'll likely be scheduling client interviews if you're at an earlier stage within the project. You'll be collaborating with other consultants on the project or even your specific task. You'll be delegating back to your manager on a daily basis or however often they want a status update on all that you've done throughout the project and its trajectory. So one thing that I will say is that being a consultant means you will need to be comfortable working with other people all the time. You will have periods when you're working on polishing a presentation or slide deck alone at home or in your hotel room, but the majority of your time will likely be spent with a colleague right across from you. This kind of leads me to my third point, which is that consulting isn't your typical 9 to 5 job. You're likely working beyond those hours, especially at an earlier age within your career, including weekends at times, especially if you're traveling. Your work definitely will take priority in comparison to most other commitments or responsibilities, but it isn't hard to balance or manage once you have found your rhythm. My best advice is to prevent taking on too many additional responsibilities, like joining organizations, volunteering on a weekly basis, or anything that may impact the quality of your work, especially at the beginning of your career. Once you become a little bit more comfortable with the amount of hours you're averaging on a weekly basis, it will then be easier to hop on a different assignment or tasks. Now, before we get into our next point, I'd like to also take a second and talk about this week's sponsor, MyWhistlebox. MyWhistlebox is a one-stop shop for all your technology needs. Within the same platform, you're able to upload, sign, send, and secure all your personal or business documents. With its patented double encryption, you'll rest easy knowing that all your documents are in good hands. See for yourself why many music producers, lawyers, and accountants are joining the MyWhistlebox community today by using the link in my bio below for a free trial. Now, getting back to the fourth point, and this was probably one of the biggest for me, don't feel like you're competing. I know every firm has a different culture where some practice an upper out motto, meaning that you're always gunning for the next promotion, but you shouldn't ever belittle or intentionally impact your colleagues' performance to your favor. Remember that regardless of your background, whether you went to Harvard or even a local state school, you're both in the same position. You both have the same responsibilities, and you're both probably getting paid similarly. Therefore, there's no need to be overly competitive or belittle each other to the point where it affects your personal relationships and the overall quality of your performance. I know that was loaded, but we're gonna jump into the fifth point now, and the last thing that I wish I knew prior to getting started as a consultant, and honestly the biggest point from this video altogether, is don't stress. I know you might be worried based on what some people have shared with you in person or what you've heard online. Hopefully not from this channel, of course, but it will be okay. Remember, you're qualified for that position. You went through a ton of interviews and preparation for that moment to say you're officially a management consultant. Remember that everyone at that firm knows you're a new hire and aren't expected to know everything on day one. That may not be the case on day two, but that's on you. Again, I'm just kidding, and know that everything will work out, especially since you've seen this video and now know what I wish I knew before getting started. So in a sense, you already have a leg up in comparison to me when you're starting your career. So hopefully by watching this video, you've learned and felt a bit more reassured about your profession. And if that's the case, then be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. Your support means the world to me, and I can't wait to make even more videos for you all. Now, if you'd also like more guidance when it comes to getting into consulting, I've helped dozens get into top firms including BCG, Deloitte, PwC, and so many other firms. So be sure to visit my website, ryanroffley.com, and use the promo codes in my bio below for my products and services. Best of luck in your career. Until next time.